Hello, my name is Max Balegde.
Boom. What the heck is even up? It's your boy. I don't know if Max is doing the start to the podcast, but I'll just fill in just in case he is. And I'm George Clarke. And welcome to the Useless Hotline. TikTok wasn't working out for us, so we decided to set up our own little business.
And his name is George Clarke. And welcome to a very random episode of the Useless Hotline. You might be thinking, Max, why are you and George not in the same room and why are you both on planes? Well, guys, the life of a showgirl. I mean, what can we say? Yes, we've just been with each other in Australia, New Zealand for 10 days, 2 weeks, whatever. However, it's actually very difficult to find time to film an episode when we're touring non-stop. And that whole show took up a lot of our time whilst we were on tour. So, guys, we've got a weird little bonus episode for you here where we're both going to separately talk about tour, but we're not together. So, we've got 10 questions that we're going to go through, and then we're going to see how our answers compare. How exciting. Also, side note, I'm in first class of a Singapore Airlines flight for the first time in my entire life. Not to brag, but what the fuck, guys? It's absolutely mental. The only reason that I got this is because we had business class flights back, and then I got told that I could upgrade my flight for like £200, which is unheard of. Usually first class is double the cost of business class. They literally had one seat left and I jumped at it and I'm living my best life. Literally, I've got a full bed over there. I'll just do you a quick tour. Well, I'll get into the podcast in a sec, but I just want to do you a quick tour. This entire space is my room. I have a whole room to myself watching Lord of the Rings. It's frigging crazy. They're going to be bringing me my food soon. But yeah. I'll do a full TikTok breakdown of it. You've probably seen it already, but yeah, just can't believe my life right now. Anyway.
I'm going to be doing the whole of this episode sounding like my parents are next door trying to sleep because I'm in a very busy airport and I couldn't bring myself to do this in my actual seat because that's even more anxiety-inducing. But yeah, we're doing some questions. The Australia tour has come to an end. Boo-hoo, cry, 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 yes.
So sad, I'm so sad, guys. I don't know what else. I don't know what I've got going for me now that I haven't got Japan, I haven't got Australia.
All right, you've had your time. So, what better way to summarise this tour than through 10 quick and easy questions for you and your viewing pleasure / listening pleasure. I hope this is good to listen to as well. If not, have a load of this. If you're an audio listener, I just fapped into the mic. Peak and pit of the trip. What was my peak of the trip? Let's go for pit first, actually. I'll go for the pits first, as I do with you, Yaz.
Oh my gosh, this is a hard one. Peak for me, I think, might be... Oh my gosh. I think that the general peak has just been the love that I felt from the fans on this tour. I did not expect it at all. Like, so many of you coming out saying that you watched me on I'm a Celeb, having parents coming out saying that they watched me on the show and that like they wanted to get tickets and they started to listen to the podcast because of that, has blown me away. Like, obviously I filmed the show over a year ago and I guess I never really got to reap like the benefits of it because it was only shown in Australia, and it's just been mind-blowing. Like, yeah, I've just felt so full of like love and gratitude on this tour, and I just never thought that I would feel that level of love, especially in like the realm of our podcast. Like, I've spoken about it before, you know, like, yeah, whatever. And it was just so powerful and emotional and beautiful. And I don't think I'll ever forget that. And, oh my God, the flights, turbulence. Shit, we're all good.
Hits of the trip. Stinky weather in Auckland. Or what was a bad part of the trip? There wasn't really. We saw an actual 30-person brawl as soon as we got to Auckland. Like, people actually just had a fight, and blood was spilled. Blood doth be shed. But I don't know if that was a pit. That was actually pretty sick to watch. What was a pit? Oh, that it ended too soon. That was a pit. That it ended far too soon, and I couldn't see more of your faces. The pit actually was just that we couldn't explore as much as we wanted to because the cities were really cool, but we were just pissing around, just doing shows for your asses. Oh my God! Look, 2 influencers in the wild.
And the pit of the trip has got to maybe be, I don't bloody know. Maybe the one day it rained in Auckland. I don't really know. It was all just amazing. It was literally, oh my God, there's so much turbulence. Oh my God, I'm so scared. Right, I'm just going to keep talking to you to pretend like this is not happening right now. Hi. Yeah, the pit is probably the one day that it rained because everything was just bloody amazing. I literally can't think of a single thing. I loved everything. Oh, another peak. Robert Irwin saying that he would literally, our tour reps reached out to Australia Zoo and they were like, oh, the boys would love to come and see the zoo if possible. And then we hear back, Robert would like to see Max. I said, what? So not only did we get to meet up with Robert, he stayed with us for a full hour. I was chatting away to him about the jungle. He still remembered so much about it. It was like asking me so many questions. He is just the loveliest man ever. And I can't believe that we got to fully have that experience with Robert Irwin. And it's because I did this random jungle show a year ago. Oh my God, it was just incredible. Oh, it was incredible. What a life. I'll never forget this trip. Jesus Christ.
I haven't even told you my peak of the trip. Australia Zoo. Hands freaking down. Preferably Robert Irwin's pants. That man, I mean, the zoo itself was enough. But seeing Robert live and in the flesh, we just nattered about dancing and stuff, and that was okay. I tried to impress him with some animal knowledge, and he giggled and compared me to Phil Dunphy, which I'm gonna cherish and take with me. But Robert Irwin was my peak, and I want him in my pits.
Rank each location. Oh my God, Maisie's put a lot on here. Okay. Rank each location. Best city for me, I think, I really loved Sydney. I know it's basic bitch, and everybody says that Melbourne's iconic, and it was, but I feel like we had such little time in Melbourne that I didn't really get to explore it, whereas we had a bit of a bigger chunk of time in Sydney, and the weather was amazing, and my friend was there, my best friend Abby, who's just moved out there. We got to meet up with her, so she showed us some bars, and we went to cool restaurants. Whereas in Melbourne, I feel like me, Andrew and Maisie were just kind of fending for ourselves and just went shopping and then did the show and then we've had to leave. So, but Melbourne was incredible. Brisbane was incredible. It's Auckland. Oh my God, guys, I loved it all. I'm sorry to be a big fat boy, but I just bloody loved it all.
Oh, I think I've got to go Brisbane. Yaz, off camera, best city?
Brisbane.
Just such lovely weather and just very cool vibes. The river, just eating, manging on pizzas and drinking by the river. Yum, yum, yum. Also went for a run near the river. It was a bad idea because I sweated my tits off. I bought sun cream and everything was SPF 50 apart from one that was SPF 30, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get myself a nice tan here. Turns out it was like clay. So I ruined a shirt that I'd never even worn. But that was good.
You by Student Roost. What was your uni accommodation like then? Do you even remember?
Mine was good. I was a bit annoyed though because I was on the ground floor and I was just facing the courtyard. So I just had a closed curtain all year because I didn't fancy people just seeing me with my
Ghoulies out.
My little ghoulies out.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I have been on the top floor of both uni accommodations that I was in.
Oh,
and let
sorry,
me tell you,
Penthouse King.
that was honestly not much better.
Wouldn't you like to know a little something about Student Roost, Max? Let me
I
tell you a little
would.
something about Student Roost, Max, because like me, it's genius. It's sort of accommodation that gives you, I don't know, maybe a studio, perhaps a little ensuite vibe. Tell you what it won't give you, a landlord that ghosts you. That's not going to happen. But what it
God.
will give you is some warm tootsies, because you ain't freezing over winter, boy.
Honestly, there's nothing worse than sitting alone in your room with 3 coats on, freezing. I hated that at uni. Oh my God.
And the bills are included.
Oh, purr! So no arguments over who used more heating or left the lights on again. Oh! You even get social spaces, events, and people around you when you need them. It's like a proper little community and not just a lonely place that you live in. And I feel like when you're at uni, that's what you want. Honestly, it sounds too good to be true at this point. Should we just go back to uni and move in with Student Roost?
Maybe not. That would be slightly weird. But if you want to find a room that's right for you, not you, Max, I'm talking to them, go to studentroost.co.uk to find out more. Because I tell you what, on Student Roost, it's more than just a room.
Best crowd might have to be Melbourne. The last show, Melbourne really brought it, and the energy was just 10 out of 10. All of the crowds were, especially Sydney night one. Sydney night one really brought it, and we all left that like, was that the best show that we've ever done? So yeah, incredible vibes.
Crowd. Oh, crowd is between Brisbane and Melbourne, I think, because the people we got on stage were mental. In Brisbane, some woman just kept coming on stage trying to flog a TikTok shop product, and I kind of really respected it. But maybe Melbourne, the 2 girls that we got on stage, their microphone skills were pretty savvy.
Best food you've eaten. Do you know, it's quite funny because I had like a little fallout with Andrew when we were at what's the beach called in Sydney? Byron. What's it called? The main beach. Why can't not Byron Bay? What's it called? What's it bloody called? The main beach. I forget, but the main beach where the sharks. Oh, Harrison, who I was in the jungle with, did the show. That where they like rescue. Is it called like Byron Rescue? Oh my God, why can I not remember it? This is literally going to kill me off. He was in a show and he was a lifeguard, and the show is named after that beach. I can't remember, but you're all probably screaming at it. You're screaming it at me right now because I'm a big fat idiot. But that beach, Bondi. We went to Bondi Beach, and Andrew found this restaurant, and it was like a 15-20 minute walk from Bondi Beach. So we were like, brilliant. Turns out it was up all hills. I'm talking mountainous region. So I was complaining the entire way. I was like, this better be worth it. Oh my God, my thighs are killing, my calves are burning. Got there, Balegde, best Mexican food I've ever had in my entire life. Was worth it, 100%. Could not tell you what it was. Could not tell you at all. Oh, and also, Yochi. Guys, when I tell you, everyone was telling me to get Yochi. I did not expect it to turn my life around the way that it did. I had it almost every single day in Australia. That pistachio sauce at the end, oh, slam it down my throat hole 17 times. Brilliant, absolute brilliant.
Oh, we had a really I keep mentioning Brisbane, but we went to 4 cities in fairness. But I had we had really good Greek food in Brisbane. That was lovely. I became a bit of a salad guy this holiday. I don't know why I did that. I think somebody mentioned calorie deficit, and I said I'll make that my whole personality. That was really good. Genuinely, every bit of food we had was so good. What did we have in Sydney? Because I remember really enjoying that food there. Why are you whispering?
We had food at the hotel, and we had kangaroo.
Oh, bouncing down the road, not likely. Oh, we did. Kiln.
Kiln, that was it.
Very cool. It was like a little set menu from Kiln. It was very Australian. Not things that we'd actually buy,
No,
but we were very happy that we ate.
felt very pretentious.
We
But
felt
I
pretentious
enjoyed
as
it.
hell. It was like Hollister lighting, but the food was much yummier than the clothes are in Hollister. Let me tell you that. I don't know if you ever tried to eat a garm from Hollister. Let me tell you, not Parmesan cheese flavour.
Favourite memory? Whilst we were in Melbourne, I got to catch up with a lot of the people that I was in I'm a Celeb with. Sigrid, Nikki, Dave, and Geraldine. And throughout the tour as well, I also met up with Tina, Harrison, and Reggie. So that was maybe a favourite memory of mine, other than meeting all of the fans and like getting to have the meet and greets. Oh my God, guys, I can't believe I'm just reflecting on this now and I'm like, what the hell? I got like the sentimental moments of catching up with my jungle friends, and we all got to share an actual real meal with each other for the first time, having a little drink, nice normal food. Like, that was just so bizarre and so incredible to catch up with them. Like, I literally felt so emotional just chatting to them. And then on a day like that, I would go to do a meet and greet where we'd meet 100 people that are all just so full of like kindness and love. And I just, oh my God, I just can't believe that this has been my life. Like, I'm really just reflecting on it now and I just feel so emotional. Just what a time. Like, you know, I'm so glad that we have footage like this exact footage right now, so that in years' time I can look back and just remember these moments. 5 years ago, I had no money, no prospects, not a bloody clue what I wanted to do with my life. And I'm in first class on a plane and I've just had all these incredible experiences that don't even feel real. I'm so fucking lucky, I can't even cope. Sorry, it's a sentimental time, guys. It's just, it's mental. Wow, I love you all so much. Thank you for this gift that you've given me. Sorry, I need to move on because I'll get emotional and I need to calm down.
God, down and blast. I think one of my favourite memories was the show where we just had 4 people up during the Useless Who Wants to Be an Intern. In the show, we've got a bit that's basically just Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but we just get people on and we've named it Who Wants to Be an Intern, so to avoid copyright. Who are you? Usually it's 2 people. In fact, every other show is 2 people. For this one, randomly 4 people came up. And I very much enjoyed that. Or, good memory as well, actually, my childhood friend, who moved to Brisbane in November, got to see him again, and his fiancée. Why are my buddy old pals doing things like that? I would never wife up a woman. But I had a very good time with him, and that was lovely. And Yaz met him for the first time. Thoughts on Jay?
He was very lovely, and I love how he loved his partner.
Good stuff, right? Shout out Jay.
Funniest show moment. Maybe in our final show for Melbourne, one of our questions in the quiz, the Who Wants to Be an Intern quiz, is what was Max and George's biggest argument about on the podcast. The answer is which side is the top of a chocolate digestive. And this poor girl who was on stage who had this orange wig on, she was being hilarious the whole show. And she said, like, by the way, I think that it's the top of the digestive, like the milk is on the chocolate is on the top of the digestive. And I turned around and I was like, by the way, your hair looks shit. Because I thought that she was going against me and like agreeing with George. I forgot that I was the one arguing that the chocolate was on the top. So I just insulted this poor girl who was agreeing with me. And yes, she had this god-awful orange wig on that was purposefully looking shit. But I did feel bad, like, slinging it back at her because she was actually agreeing with me. Oh, and she was so iconic too. But, like, it was all banter and, like, we played it off. But that was just such a funny moment to me. And after we got off stage, I was just literally dying laughing about it as well.
Funniest show moment? Oh, probably that time that I went... Well, I feel like I made many, many funny jokes this trip that set the world alight. I did have one that do you know what? There was about 2 occasions across the 6 shows or whatever it was that people actually applauded the joke that I made. Don't shake your head.
Me when I lie.
Don't shake your head. It occurred. My favourite show moment was when I got to taste the sole of Max's foot through the rubber on his croc during Shuey. It was great fun. Oh, another favourite show moment was when I fully influenced Max's style to go from like prim and proper prom dress to he just ditched it all and came dressed like a wallaby. Shit was crazy. He was dressed like a zookeeper for the rest of it. So yes, thanks for that, Max. Is that a favourite show moment? I don't think it is. I know my favourite show moment. The very first show when it was New Zealand, and we were doing Who Said That, which is a segment where you have to guess who said that from a quote. And people were chanting Max's name, and it sounded like a whole flock of sheep had turned up. Because obviously Max in New Zealand is Max. Good stuff. Enjoyable.
Oh my gosh, and there was also this moment in Brisbane where at the very beginning of the show, we do this bit where like I'm trying to open my can and it's all real. Like I literally cannot open cans. It's a fucking pain because I've got shaky hands. And this girl was just in the crowd and she was like, I've got a device that can help you open the can. And we just started the show and George was like, okay, thanks, moving on. She was like, no, really, I've got a device. Let me come up on stage. And she just walked up on stage and gave me this device and helped me open my can. And it was so jokes. And for the rest of the show, we kept making jokes that she was working at TikTok shop. And she was like, this was all a ploy to try to sell these little can opening devices. And it was so jokes. Like, oh, I love you all. Honestly, what a time.
This week's episode is sponsored by the Department for Work and Pensions.
That's right, guys. Listen here. We know that when it comes to the job market, it's pretty tough out there for young people.
There are so many reasons why searching for a job can feel very anxiety-inducing. For example, you might worry that you don't have the grades, skills, or experience that you've been told you might need.
Or maybe you're sending out application after application and getting rejected and not even receiving any feedback. That can be demoralizing and it's hard to stay motivated.
But the thing is, there is support out there. DWP's Job Help website has loads of tips to improve your job search, build your skills, and get access to government support. And it also tells you which sectors are hiring right now and where to look for different types of jobs and apprenticeships. Whether you're already applying for jobs or not sure where to start, Job Help can help.
And if you have one piece of advice, it's don't give up. Finding a job can be tough, but it can also be life-changing. Take me, for example. So when I was 16, I applied to be a waiter at my local Italian restaurant. I had little to no confidence. I would sort of, even around my family, I'd just sort of like shy away. But having to just sort of speak to everybody and everyone that sort of came in the door, and I was the authority there. They were answering to me. I had a job to I had a job. I was a figure in their lives.
And I'm sure that actually helped you build skills that are applicable to your life in the workforce today.
It sounds silly, but it genuinely did really help. Like just speaking to people and just getting out there really did help me.
So guys, boost your chances of getting a job by visiting Job Help. Enhance your job applications, upgrade your skills, and learn how to stand out from the crowd.
Most Australian moment. Fucking hell. What the hell's the most Australian moment? Oh, when they made a chant, in Sydney they did it. It was like, he's a true blue through and through. No, he wanted to go heaven, but he went the other way. He went down. I don't know what anybody who's Australian will know what it was, but it was very cool. And we tried to recreate it on other nights, and everyone just started saying, "We like to drink with dum dum dee dum dee dum dee dum." And I said, "No, we've got that one in the UK, unfortunately." But that was cool. That was very Australian. What else was Australian? I don't know. People had Australian accents. In 100% of the Australian shows, people had Australian accents, which I thought was a pretty good hit rate.
Most Australian moment has got to be being in Australia Zoo and having a tour of the animal hospital with Robert Irwin. Does life get more Australian than that? I do not think it does. Like, I remember so vividly, oh my God, I posted a video of it on my TikTok. I'd not been around Australian people in a while, all right? When I was in the jungle, I got to grips with the language and how they all speak and everything. And everybody at this zoo, I just could not tell what they were saying. So this poor, lovely girl who was like one of the vet nurses at the hospital was like, this is a red-necked wallaby or something like that. And she had this little tiny baby wallaby in her hand. And I thought she said koala bean, like I don't really know. Like a bean version of a koala? I don't know. And then I said, koala bean? And Robert Irwin just took the absolute piss out of me. And he did not let up for the entire day. Like, he just kept bringing it up. He's like, koala bean? And there were so many instances that I just did not understand what anybody was saying. And that was a really Australian moment to me. That was probably the most Australian moment.
Number 7, favourite gift from Meet and Greet. I can't remember her name. Chanel? Is it Chanel? I think it might have been Chanel. She made us Air Force Ones, which Arthur's Air Force Ones are in the living room, and I was like, I quite fancy a pair of them. And now we've got one. We've got one shoe each now, me and Max. It's crazy. What else have I got? Somebody got me a full box of lovely things for my mum, which was really nice. That was a nice touch. We've got lots of bracelets. Yaz got many a koala, which she loves. She's a big fan of a koala. What did I get? We had many a Tim Tam. What I will say is, Australian snacks not quite as good as Australian like meals. I don't think the snacks were unbelievable. Thank you. All the Vegemite and cheese shapes were actually fantastic. I enjoyed them. But best gift for me, was this penny that I've just found. 1 euro cent. Heck yes. Cha-ching. Best present for me was the words that Jarl put on those pieces of paper. Brought every single one of them home with me in my bag, and I'm going to tape them to my wall so I can read them like my revision notes before bed every night. That was my favourite prezi.
Yochi order, I've perfected this at this point. The frozen yogurt options that I get, matcha, butterscotch, strawberry. That trio was just so elite to me. I kept going back to it every time. Love the acai as well, but that to me like bordered on like sorbet, whereas I was going for the froyo vibes. Then banana, strawberries, blueberries, health king over here, bit of granola, so that's all so that I can trick my own mind into thinking that I'm eating healthy. Then I drench it in pistachio and Biscoff sauce. Oh, and if they have the bit of the Bueno fountain, it's going right under there. You best believe it. Oh, what a time to be alive.
Everybody freaking loves Yochi. I've got a hot take. It's literally just frozen yogurt. Like, there's other places in the world that do this, and it didn't seem as revolutionary to me, and I feel like there'll be people in the Australian people in the comments that are going to be biting at my ankles now. Well, what I say to you is, oh, what are you doing down under there? Or something? Oh, fuck off, George. Yochi. I just went natural yogurt, the tart kind, because I'm a simple tart. Yeah, I went simple tart yogurt. Strawberries, raspberry coulis. What did I add on? A strawberry mochi, little mochi boy now. A little bit of rubber crumb. Not rubber crumb, it was just like nice crumbs. Cinnamon crumbs. It's like somebody had emptied a Dyson onto your Yochi. It was lovely. I didn't dabble in an awful lot because as I said, I was in my calorie deficit era. Yaz, however, she went fucking crazy. Yaz, what was your Yochi order?
My Yochi order was usually, from the two that I had, vanilla with lots of Nutella, strawberries, them like popping boba balls in any fruit flavour that they had. What else did I have? I think that was maybe it, and then maybe I would dabble in something else.
You went bloody crazy on the Nutella and Biscoff sauce.
Oh my god, yeah, Biscoff sauce. Oh my lord, that was so good. Yeah, that was kind of it, and I really, really enjoyed it from the two that I had, and I wish I had more.
She had 2 tubs each time.
No, I
It was mental.
Favorite clit integration. So, if you came to one of our shows, you would have realised that my vocal stim of the moment is clit from the elegant clit woman on TikTok who says clit at any given moment. And my favourite clit integration might have been... Oh my god. I don't know if this is my favourite, but it would get the most laughs at shows. Obviously, 6'7" is a thing currently. Still don't really get it. Don't think I ever will, but everybody finds it fucking hilarious. And then at one show, I just went, clit 7, and people fucking lost their minds. And in that exact moment, I was like, what is my life? What is my life? Clit 7. Hell. We're in hell. But yeah, that's my favourite clit integration. Clit-tegration, if you will.
Favourite clit integration. Favourite clintegration.
Clit-tegration, if you will.
Get your clint out. I liked clit 7. That was good. I know that's what Max will probably say is his favourite. What would he say was his favourite? Clitrex rubbish though. I'll be honest. I try to drown out as much of the clit mentions as possible. Clit. God, just over there choking on clit. Clit. What was? It was mentioned so fucking often that it's just completely impossible to. I think I said the word clit on stage like 5 times. Max did that in the first minute. So I'll leave it to him, as he's probably just listing off an unbelievable amount of clitegrations here. So, just listen to him.
Clit 7.
And finally, anything to add to the end? No. Bye-bye. Jokes. No, had a fantastic time. Y'all were far too kind to us. Everyone was actually so lovely. And it was a very fun experience. And when we left to go to New Zealand, we were like, I don't know what people are going to think. Are people actually going to turn up? And then people turned up in New Zealand. And then people turned up in Sydney, bloody twice. And then Brisbane, and then Melbourne. And it was just very nice to see, because we didn't expect that at all when we made the podcast, even in our own country, let alone halfway around the bloody world. So thank you to everybody that turned up. And to everyone that's turned up to any of the shows over the years, because you guys are the real MVPs. And we love your air. And yeah, I don't think it'll be a normal thing for someone like me to perform on a stage in front of people. So I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to do that, because I've found out it's actually quite fun.
One final thing that I have to add to kind of round up my feelings for this tour is just thank you. And I feel like it's becoming so cliche for me to say thank you at the moment, because it's all that I bloody say. But genuinely, when I think about dreams that I didn't even know I had, dreams that I started to discover but never thought would actually happen, this tour is exactly that. I went to the other side of the world and people knew my name and they showed up to meet us, to watch us on stage, to watch the banter that me and George have with each other. People paid money to see that. It's a dream. Dreams don't even cover it. I'd say it's a dream, but it's something that I never even thought would be reality. So it's hard to even verbalize it to you. I just feel like I've won the lottery. I feel like I am in a fantasy right now. I never know what to do with these, by the way. They sometimes on fancy planes just give you a hot towel and it's like, right, what do I do? Just like put it on my face? I don't bloody know. But yeah, thank you. You've all changed my life. You have made my dreams come true. You have given me a gift that I'll never be able to reciprocate, but I'll spend the rest of my life trying to show you just how much it means to me. To be on the other side of the world from where I live and to have people show up, spend money, give me the love and affection and the gifts, the amount of gifts, the heartfelt gifts. I have a suitcase full of letters and gifts. I will treasure them for the rest of my life. I just want you all to know that I do not take it for granted, and you have completely and utterly changed my life forever. I feel emotional again. It's just such a crazy feeling. Coming from like the town where I'm from. And I remember so vividly the year that I went to uni in Bristol and I hated it and I was so depressed and I was calling my parents every day just sobbing. And then I moved to Newcastle and I felt a little bit more positive, but I always had this just thing inside of me of like, I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't feel passionately about anything. Like, what is wrong with me? Is there something wrong with me? Not to mention like the years of struggling with my identity and thinking that I would never live a happy life because of my sexuality or because of the way that I am. And to have so many people come out like, genuinely, some people come up to me at these meet and greets and they say that like, you know, I've helped them come out, or I've helped them have conversations with their families about their sexuality. There was this one lovely girl that I spoke to after the Brisbane show, and she said that her and her family sitting down and watching me on I'm a Celeb helped her have more open conversations with her parents about her sexuality, because for the first time they saw a gay person on TV that was living a happy life and was successful. And that just means the absolute world to me, because I had people like that growing up that I would look up to and that I would gain confidence from. Oh my God, calm down, Jesus Christ. And to think that I've become that for some people just means the absolute world. So you have changed my life forever. I will never forget this period of time, this podcast, the last 3.5 years, the gifts that you've given me for as long as I live.
So yeah, I'll give you hugs and I'll give you kisses virtually. Hug, 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 hug. And I'll be seeing you next time. Love you loads. Hugs and kisses again. Anything, Yaz, you want to say?
Stay safe out there, guys, and see you next time when we go to Australia again, and New Zealand.
Peace out. Love, peace and text.
Thank you so much, George, for doing this tour with me. It's been an honour. It's been incredible. It's been a privilege. And I can't wait to see what the future has in store. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for listening to the Useless Hotline. My name's Max Balegde, and I'll hopefully see you soon.